Trae. Come on, it's the day with Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
Trae.
Come on, come on.
With Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
It's the day with Trae.
This is the day to gain inspiration, to make a positive change in the nation. We're inviting you to partake in conversation, to raise your vibration. It's the day that we will all celebrate all of our peeps that make this thing elevate. Watch the negative fade away, cause it's the day with Trae.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's your boy, Deontay Damper, and welcome to The Day with Trae. That's right, I'm going to be stepping in for my girl, Trae, this week. And while you are watching, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to Converge Media. You can learn more about Back to Basic, We Live in Color Season 3, and more. Go to whereweconverge.com to see why Black media matters. And one thing that we love here is music. We also love our organizers, so I'm so happy to have artist, producer, Paul Huppler here today.
Thanks very much for having me.
I'm happy to have you here. You know, I think that I'm a community organizer, right? But one of my friends who is a musician, she says you have no idea like how you have to get the band together. There's just so many things to unpack. How long have you been a producer and, well, actually been doing music?
I've been doing music now for 28 years.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of scheduling.
And how, and through that, you played in band, right?
Yeah, I started off in band, influenced by a family born into a commune where music and community was a big thing. My father figure happened to be the house drummer or the family drummer, and I think that was just kind of basically I got an opportunity in school where they needed a jazz band, and to have the jazz band they needed a drummer. So my friends decided I should play drums because I had this connection. Mm-hmm. So that's really kind of what got me into drumming. But yeah, I started in school and did all the programs there. And you know, joining a band is the next step. So, you know, getting into all the bands that you go through. And at this day, I've been in quite a few bands.
So what are some of those bands?
The bands I play in right now currently would be like the High Life Band. You know, we play high life music. I have my own project called Satori Sound System that's live bass music where I produce all the tracks. And then I pull out the drums and I perform live from my drum set. And my priority project is actually I'm the One Vibe Band manager and drummer, and I'm producing the Madaraka album for Simon Akelos.
And you were also producing some of the festivals that were happening recently.
Well, I help them with that.
Yeah. And what was that experience like?
It was actually absolutely amazing. This was like, it's now our 11th year, but I was just in Kisumu, Kenya in Africa to perform at the 10-year anniversary in the hometown Kisumu for Simon Okelo. Mm-hmm. And you know, we did 9 of them here, which they're in various places from Benaroya Hall to the Pier to Folk Life Festival hosted one, various venues. But it was a big honor to actually go back for my first time to Africa, you know, and perform the 10-year anniversary was a big deal.
What was the difference between, because you've done them here,
yeah.
And what was the difference between doing there and then in Kenya?
You know, night and day difference. I would say there's a way bigger sense of community in Kisumu. I think, you know, for various reasons, maybe there's like less going on, but I would say there's almost too much going on here, too many different things, and it's, you know, a festival is an option when you live in a big city. So when you're throwing a festival in you know, Kisumu, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
You know, and so it feels there was just a ton of support. It was an amazing thing to just see everyone get together. And you know, I was there for a few weeks before it, so it was like showing up, and when the staging gets there and like when the sound gets there, it's like at the end of the day, it's almost like a celebration in itself to be like, oh, we've been working at it all day, you know, and this is where we got.
Yeah.
So it was a great experience.
I heard a lot of great things, and I have to ask this question: how was the amazing host? Because I know Trae was also the host.
You know, yeah, I saw her there, and it was awesome. It's a long event.
How long is it?
It was 18 hours. So it started at 1, and it didn't stop till basically 4:30 which maybe a little after that, I actually checked out.
You checked out?
Yeah, we were, it was on a college grounds, and so we had the dormer rooms that we could go sleep in. So at about 4:35, I actually had to I was ready to just fall asleep on the grass.
But creating space, right? And then you've been able to do that in so many different bands and spaces, and now your solo project. What is that like doing the journey solo, but also with community?
It was a great opportunity. I do play in the One Vibe band, and so we're playing a lot of Afrobeat music, some reggae music. But I don't know his name, but right before the event, a producer in Kenya blew up for producing drum and bass music. Mm-hmm. And that actually got Simon to be like, hey, you got a bass music project. Would you like to come play your project on this bill? Because there's a One Vibe band Kenya. So they don't need our band that's here. We're like the One Vibe Band USA version. Mm-hmm. But it was an honor to go there and then actually play bass music. I was a little nervous to say, I don't know how this is, I'm the oddball here, Mm-hmm. And they loved it. Yeah. So it was awesome. I mean, we were going to like the alleyway. There's a venue there. It's the alleyway. I think that's the title of it. Mm-hmm. But man, they were like calling out my handles all night. We were hanging out there a couple of times. Just had some really cool opportunities, but it was well received. I'll be back in November. Yeah. November 22nd, I'll be back there for another Madaraka Festival in Kisumu, Kenya.
Would you have thought, like with all of the things, would you have thought the boy from Bavo would be in these spaces, like in the spaces that you've been in? Did you know that music would take you this far?
No, it's my overall goal was to travel through music, not necessarily just be popular or be the cliche rock star or whatnot. But so opportunities to travel have always been something I was really interested in. I was kind of recruited out of high school to play in an authentic steel drum band called Symphony de la Steel. They won Panorama, which is like the biggest steel drum band competition in the world. They're from Antigua in the Caribbean. And so the younger nephew of the band leader went to my school, and their drummer died. Mm-hmm. And so they needed a new drummer, and they're like, hey, there's this guy that's into reggae beats and stuff. And I ended up getting recruited into them. Little did I know that the band leader was also a dancehall MC, JB and the Groove Fury. And his band was an all-star band, and his players play with like everybody across the world. And so at a very young age, I was actually like a popular call to be like, hey, we need a band for some legendary reggae artists or dancehall. And so from a young age, I was kind of the call, had learned the music. And so when I met Simon, which is actually back in 22, the CEO and founder of Madaraka Festival, I actually went to him and was like, hey man, this is what I do. He actually hired my jazz fusion band, Comfort Food Band, to back some of the artists in 22. And so after we did that festival, I was like, hey, this is like my life, reggae, dancehall, Afrobeat, and all that stuff. And ever since then, I've been working really close with him for just, furthering Madaraka Festival.
Yeah, and we love Simon over here. He came here and dropped some really big gems of just about Makarata and liberation and being able to take that and go back home with his new family, which is you, which is Trae, right? And just blend it in. It was just such a coming home moment for him. And even for yourself, right? You have an event coming up on the 20th, right?
Yep, I'll be playing on my own show for Satori Sound System, playing some bass music. I got a couple of new drum and bass tracks in there that I'll be playing. Mm-hmm. I also have like an immediate show this next Friday with the High Life Band at the Sea Monster.
Oh, wow.
And then we have a couple of pop-ups for Madaraka Festival just to kind of, spread the word. We'll be May 3rd at the Pono Ranch. And then on the 24th, we'll be doing the Folklife Festival at noon.
Oh, wow.
So,
you on tour.
Yeah, it's nonstop.
What do you do for self-care?
Meditate. Mm-hmm. I'm really into frequencies. So, pay attention to frequencies and vibes. I mean, we are the One Vibe Band, and that's that resonates with me because I'm that's my thing is, it's like I'm, paying attention to frequencies. And even one of my songs is called Mad Hatter, and it's basically about the frequencies that are upon us, good and bad.
Yeah, okay.
So that awareness of self and, everything that's living, everything that exists is a vibration. So, that's where I'm at with that.
That is real. I need you, maybe need you to give me some frequency. But I'm just so happy that you were able to come in here today and just talk to us about not only just tapping in, but just the journey and from one Washingtonian to another and keeping music alive here. We appreciate you coming in. But I do want to do us a favor because you got all these things going on. I want you to look into that camera and let community know how they can tap in with you.
Yeah, so if you want to get a hold of me, I can definitely, I'm doing my best to become an influencer these days. TikTok is my main handle, but my handles are Holden Fire, like Holden Fire. And that's my production company actually, but most people would know me as my artist name that way because I'm usually helping them out with their bands by being the drummer. But I do produce my own music, and that's under Satori Sound System and on all platforms. And I got music out on all platforms from both of those handles. And then my name is Paul Huppler. That's also my other handle.
You got a TikTok?
I'm doing really well with TikTok.
You know what? We're going to have to talk. Me and Paul are going to talk about TikTok, and I want to thank you for coming on. But we're going to take one quick break, and we will be back with the close of The Day with Trae. Can you teach me how to use TikTok?
Getting the scholarship really changed the conversation. It went from, I can do school in my free time and make it work, to I could only focus on school, and I could be the best I can be every single day. I can soak up everything. I can read before class and make sure I'm not just learning enough to pass a test. Like, I could really pour all my time into school. That's what having a Seattle College Foundation scholarship did for me.
Empowering the community one connection at a time. ConnectWA is your partner in finding the support you need. Download the app today and experience the difference that a connected community can make. Learn more at eec-wa.org/ConnectWA-app.
Truth Talks is the hottest streaming show on TV. Catch all the truths about pop culture to politics and today's biggest stars.
Why tiptoe through life?
Monday through Friday, live at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and again at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific on Fox Soul.
My hair is definitely unique in the rodeo industry, and not a lot of girls wear their natural hairstyle. And since I do, it makes it a lot harder to find equipment that fits my head the right way. When I speak about being unique, that's what I mean is, why should we have to change our hairstyle for safety maybe? Why can't they create something for us to be ourselves in and still be safe on the trails? You don't have to change the way you look because you're beautiful the way you are.
Ready to be intentional with your spending? Whether you're gifting it or using it for yourself, the Buy Black card allows you to shop at many different Black-owned businesses across the greater Seattle area, like Love a Latte, Dramer Ice Cream, Motis Beauty Supply, Pizza by Ruffin, The Spa House by Queen Care, and so many more. You can see the full list of participating businesses when you sign up for your Buy Black card at intentionalist.com. And thanks to our friends at BECU, you'll save 20% when you load your card. Spend like it matters with the Buy Black card.
I want to thank everyone for coming on today. Well, for Paul for coming on today, and everyone for tuning in. I appreciate his work, not just the fact of being homegrown and creating spaces for other folks, but above all else, it is music, it is art. You've seen yesterday acts on stage. Today we have Paul. It is so important for us to tap in with our artists and support our artists. And here at Converge, we really tap into that. So I want y'all to know about Converge Music, y'all. When y'all get an opportunity, go to whereweconverge.com/Converge Music and tap in. We want to hear from you. Any artist, whether you're a drawer, or whether you're a rapper, singer, or what have you, please tap in. And I want to send a huge shout out to Cuddy and Eric Calligraphy, because y'all are really putting in the work. Y'all are really keeping the music pumping in this community, and we love you. In the meantime, I will see y'all. Walk with love. Have a great day.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.